Hey, welcome to another live stream by kamaltechvlog. My name is Kamal. So let's start the stream. Okay. Today we are going to talk about various stuff like first and foremost about live streaming as usual and about the PC config. What type of PC do we require to go ahead and do live streaming? Because many people have a doubt stating what kind of PC I should use, or what should I use, iMac, or should I use a laptop. But in case I'm using a PC, what is the uh, Intel I have to use, like i3, i5, i7? What type of PC I should use to go ahead and live stream with OBS, or with StreamYard, or with anything else by using your virtual camera, and also how to go ahead and use the same thing for editing purpose also. Excuse me. And this is the main question everybody has, like, what is the PC configuration do you require for live streaming or for recording purposes, like connecting your DSLR or anything to your computer and for recording that, or even to go ahead and edit videos. Like example, you're using Filmora, or you're using Adobe Premiere Pro. What is the best PC configuration, and what is the most cheapest and in budget you can go ahead and get a PC configuration for that? First and foremost, for any type of live streaming, let it be any kind of live streaming, you do require a proper PC configuration. That is like an i3 would be okay if you're just using a StreamYard or Restream, or you're directly streaming on YouTube. But if you're using an OBS or any program for that, you at least need any PC which has a Intel i5 processor, 10th generation or above, like 10600, that's the 10th generation code, or uh, above that, i5. i7 is better, but a minimum configuration should be i5, and the minimum graphics card which you require for any live streaming. This is a doubt everybody asks. Is a 700 graphics card enough, or should I go for the costly one, 2030, RTX 3050, whatever? You don't have to go for that high end also, just for live streaming and editing purpose. The only graphics card you require is a 1050 Ti or a 1080. Any graphic card of over the 10 would be enough. A 1050 Ti is a cheaper option for you because it will support your OBS, it will support vMix, it will support Filmora, Adobe Premiere Pro, DaVinci Resolve, and all the softwares, and it will support most of the games also, modern games. If you're playing game and if you're streaming games, it would go ahead and help you with that. And a minimum of i5 and above is required. But if you're playing heavy duty games, or if you're streaming heavy duty, like, you do need a i7 and above. That's the disclaimer over there. Because and you do need a very good uh, graphics card for that. In case you're gonna stream for about 8 hours of games or something, you need a heavy duty graphics card also for that. But for basic editing and for basic live streaming, like 2 3 hours, or live streaming per day, or editing purpose, like I have a 1050 Ti, and I have a 32 GB RAM, and I have a i5 10 generation processor, for example. In that, I can go ahead and edit the video within 3 to 4 minutes. That is, I'm saying only the exporting part of the video. It'll just take about 3 to 4 minutes to export the video after I edit the video. So that is as fast as it can get with this. The same thing if you take with the i3 and an old PC or a laptop, it would take for you hours together. Because I used to use an i3 PC, That's also a laptop, an Acer laptop, and it used to take about 10 hours for one video to get edited. So I did see that difficulty also. That's why I changed my whole PC setup also. Just because you can make a lot of content, but unless and until you edit it properly or you stream it in a proper way, you will not be satisfied with yourself also. So that's why I went ahead and purchased this PC. So these are the normal basic doubts which I've seen around why people go ahead and ask like what PC should I purchase. You don't have to break your head over it. The simple thing, if you do have a paper and a pen handy, you can go ahead and take down what kind of PC you can go ahead and purchase for live streaming as well as for gaming purposes and also for video editing for using OBS, VMix, normal, etc. A normal i5 10th generation or above. That is the point over the 10th generation or above. Below that, an i5 will be useless for you. And you need a 1050 Ti graphics card, and you do need a good RAM that is 16 to 32 GB, anything 16 GB or 32 GB of internal RAM and storage a 1 TB storage for your PC will be enough. You can buy an external storage later on to save your work. So this is the minimum requirement you require on a PC to go ahead and start streaming. Plus, anytime you like to stream, do remember the main thing is to have a good bandwidth. I uh, I used to have about 40 Mbps as my bandwidth before with another service provider, and I used to get only 20 to 10 Mbps as my upload speed, which was not enough for me. Then what I did, I shifted my house, so I went ahead and got about 300 Mbps, in which about I get about 150 to 180 Mbps as upload speed, and that is a great thing. And my internet is hardwired. Plus, I have also connected my Wi-Fi as a backup in case the line gets cut in between from the hardwire cable, that's RJ45 cable, or it just comes out of the socket. In that case, I do have a backup Wi-Fi also. Plus, I do have a secondary backup which is there on my mobile. I've kept my mobile phone's hotspot also on in case the internet goes down. So you do need a backup always in case your internet goes down while doing a live stream. And today's live stream was in a hurry. First, I was supposed to stream by 7 o'clock in Indian time. Then I thought about doing about at 8 o'clock. Then I settled for 7:30. The reason for that is tomorrow I do have a surgery for my wisdom tooth, and I wanted to do this live streaming because I had seen many questions on the internet asking like what kind of PC you can use. The second thing, people go ahead and ask this question a lot. A lot is an understatement. I can just say, like many people ask, like, do you need a very expensive capture card? Okay, that's a very good question to be said. Do you need an expensive capture card? But do you actually need that? Because let it be Camlink, let it be Easy Cap. These are all expensive. I have done the unboxing for that. Uh, and I'm streaming to that only now. But the quality of this stream is as equal to, let me just check. Yeah, I do have one over here. This one is a $10. $10. Yeah, that's about 800 rupees Indian money. Uh, Capture card. The same quality it gives. It doesn't give any more, any less. Might be it will have a little bit lesser density, which you can't see with the naked eye that clearly. Once you go ahead and edit it in any of the softwares, like Nothing much is seen in that. Plus, if you're going ahead and live streaming, nobody's going to go ahead and keep a binocular, is going to sit and record your live stream and check each frame by frame. So, in case you're not able to afford expensive live streaming capture card, you can always go for this $10 one, and there's nothing wrong in that because even if it gets spoiled within a year or something like that, it will not be a sturdy one because it might get spoiled within a year or something. You can always go ahead and buy another one. So that is the advantage you have in that. Apart from the type of like cam link or anything else, if you buy, that's about 10 to 20 times as the price of the normal one. And for that, like if you spoil that, you do have to spend a lot to get a new one. So it's not only expensive gear you require, but do not be fooled by like anyone saying to you like, do you require expensive gear to live stream or not? Many people do ask that question. Some people say no, some people say yes, but I am in the neutral side of it. Some gear has to be expensive, like a DSLR camera or something which you're using to live stream. It has to be a little bit good for having a proper quality. For example, I can adjust the light over here as I do have a light with the remote. It's not an Elgato. I can just go ahead and dim it completely, as you can see, and I can increase it little by little also. It's a normal Helios light. It's about $20 India at $20 in India and money. It's about 1,800 rupees now. I bought it from Amazon, and this one is. It looks just like Elgato's key light, and it gets connected to the DC power down, so I don't have to do anything more. And my camera's dummy battery gets connected to the DC power down via the USB ports, which are there in the jack which I've got. So it's as simple as that. And let me just show you some of the other cameras angles which I have. If you see from above, yeah, I think so you'll be able to see this. Just give me a minute. Okay, this angle is nothing but the angle of my action camera, which is directly connected to my computer. It's a 4K action camera, and I'm getting an angle from above for that. And over here, you will be able to see my unboxing table. And the second camera would be the camera which you saw from the other end, where I do have another mic over here. This also a Maona mic only. So this one has a normal webcam, that's a fingers webcam, which I'm using to go ahead and use for unboxing over here. As you can see, this is the RGB light switch where I can go ahead and change the RGB light behind. And the third cam would be the other fingers cam, which I have over here. It gives the back view and the above RGB and behind RGB and the total shelf view. Plus, it gives the view of the camera angle of this. And if you see the fourth cam, it's nothing but the Zebronics cam, which I have kept down just for emergency purposes. And the fifth cam will be table with this camera. And I already showed you the seventh cam. So that's how I've gone ahead and set this out. And if you're wondering how I've gone ahead and how I'm controlling so many cameras by just using in the YouTube, uh, the thing what I'm doing over here is I'll just show you if I'm able to. Just give me a minute. I'm just going to show you with this camera. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the OBS, and this is the other camera. I mean, the normal YouTube. And down, if you see, I'm using a separate numerical pad in which I have set up the hotkeys for everything. That's how I'm able to go ahead and control all the cameras and everything. I can go from first to all the cameras. I don't have to go and do it manually all the time. So that is the one advantage we have over here. Okay. Okay. I'm just testing something over here. Testing mic, testing mic. Okay, it is working. I just had a doubt for a second whether the mic was working or not, because the problem with the YouTube is it doesn't show you properly. Let me see if there are any things over here. Let me adjust this comment for you. Just give me a minute. Just give me a quick moment. I'm just trying to adjust the comment size over here. I'll just put you on the screen for a second. Hi there. So let me just check this whether I'm able to go ahead and adjust this comment over here. I just have to check what is the proper scaling I have to do for this. Just give me a minute. You would be seeing different images over here. I'm sorry for that. I'm just checking something over here. Okay, this is called as quick troubleshooting in between because I was just using the Twidget app to go ahead and show my comment. Like I'm able to show my comment like this on the screen. So I was just checking what is the best possible way I can do that. So I was using the Twidget app to go ahead and do that. And as I'm mentioning over here, if you have any questions, please go ahead and put a Q in front of it, and you can put it. I can also teach you how to do this. It's very simple. You don't have to get any additional software or anything for that. Just give me a minute. I'll just copy this and paste it in most of the other sources also. Okay. I'm just copying and pasting it. I'm not doing anything extra over here because I already made this for each and every source. It's very simple to do this. There are many videos online also, like how you can go ahead and do this. So in case you have any doubts regarding that, you can ask me. I can teach you. It's the same thing. And if you're using a StreamYard or anything just for this purpose, then you don't have to use that. You can just use OBS virtual camera and add this functionality to that and use widget. Just give me a quick minute as you're seeing this. Be right back screen now. These are the various scenes and sources which I have over here. These are the various scenes and sources. Like people use something called a stream deck to go ahead and toggle in between this. Okay, so I have done that. I'm not using any stream deck or any other features like this. Just give me a minute. Okay. The problem what happened was the video started getting recorded, so the PC took a lot of space in it. That's why I was not able to show you that. So I went ahead and people use Stream Deck or something, as I was saying, to go ahead and toggle this. And I showed you that I use a. Just give me a minute. I use a numerical keypad for the same purpose. I don't have to use Stream Deck or anything for that. I just go ahead and use the hotkeys which are already there on the this thing on my OBS. I just use that like for number one for this camera, number two for overhead camera, number three for the side camera, number four for this camera. And I go ahead and do that. And I can press star for confetti. I'll be right back. I can use this for confetti one. So instead of using a stream deck or something which is an expensive device, I'm just using a normal 200 rupees. That's about $2 worth numerical keypad. That's it. It's as simple as that. So you can also try doing some of these stuffs which are useful. Today I'll be ending the stream very quickly within half an hour so that you'll be able to gather around the stream and everything, because after this for 1 week I will not be able to stream or something, because tomorrow I'm going in for surgery. So if you do have any questions even after the stream gets over today, you can just go ahead and post it down in the comments. Like if you have any doubts regarding how to go ahead and show the comments like this. For example, in case I want to show this comment, if you have any questions, please comment below and all the stuff, like how I can go ahead and show this clearly. So if you have any questions like this, I can go ahead and, like example, if I go ahead and type something over here, hi, how can I show the comments using OBS to YouTube? Okay, so I've just posted this comment and I can go ahead and show over here. It's as simple as that. There's no other issue or anything. Like it's just like you have to go ahead and I'll just give you a brief idea so that you understand what I'm doing over here. I'm just using a normal Twidget app which you have to download on your PC. And in OBS, you just have to add a browser source. In the Widget app itself, everything will be given how you can set up a browser source on your OBS. And let me add a display capture over here. Just give me a minute. It will be a little blank. Just give me a minute. I'm just capturing a display capture. Okay, this is the display capture over here. And now here you can see clearly the dock of the chat. So in case I have to show the chat, let me copy this also over here. I just give me a minute. Okay, so what I've done now is in this display capture, if you can see, like there are three questions. If you have any questions, I can go ahead and show over here. It works just like eCam and everything. I can go ahead and show any of my questions. So the same principle applies to any of these things. Like I can go ahead and show the question even in my main cam by using that. So in case you want to know how to go ahead and do that, please go ahead and uh, send a comment, or you can post later also on any of my videos. I'll be posting a video regarding this very soon. That is the Maona AM caster. I mean the mic, and I've done a online testing also of that. That how good it sounds to go ahead and use a Maona mic compared to other mics which I have tried out. And my previous video you would have seen, which I posted about yesterday or day first today. I compared few of the mics like collar mic, dynamic mic, wireless mic, and I was disgusted with them because I had started when I had started in YouTube initially. I was using those type of mics, and now I'm thinking like, why was I using those mics at all? Because none of them had a good voice clarity or anything in it. So now I go ahead and think why I was using that in the first place. Okay, I'm just testing my mic once. Okay. So I was just wondering about that, like how we can go ahead and do that. And if you're wondering how I'm able to test my mic, is I do have the in-ear phones over here, which I have connected down to my Maona caster, on which my mic is connected, and I'm able to go ahead and monitor my mic volume and everything. And there are various other things you can do with Maona caster, like for example, if I have to go ahead and do any of the sound effects, I can do that like that. And I can even record about 4 or 5 songs in that and keep, so that I can keep on playing. Like in case I want to say super chat or anything like that, I can do that in this. So this is the basic thing, and I can also increase the echo if I require that, but I don't require echo at all in any of the sounds, because echo makes it a little bit bad. So I would just like to go ahead and say, if you have any questions regarding live streaming or anything, or about any technical issue regarding about recording, and some of the people have asked me this question before, like how you can go ahead and record in 4K on OBS, and is it advisable? I say, if you are going ahead and recording 1080 at 60 FPS, just give me a minute. Okay, if you're recording 1080 at 60 FPS, or you're recording 1080 at 120 FPS, that is supported by my capture card. It depends on your capture card also, because some record only at 1080 at 30 also. So 1080 at 120 is nothing but 4K at 30 FPS. What I could suggest you is you can record at a higher ratio. That is, you have to change the canvas size of your OBS from 1920 into 1080 to you have to change it to the normal canvas size. The canvas size what I use over here for 4K, just give me a minute. I'll just check and tell you. Is 3840 into 2160. So it gives me a big canvas. So as you saw my display capture screen over here, I'll show you again. Like this is the display capture, but I'm able to go ahead and put my chat talk over here, and you can just lock the UI so that nobody can move anything from over here. And you can put the chat resources over here, simple as that. And these are the transitions, and this is the audio mixer below. So audio mixer you won't be able to see here because I have not added an audio track over here. But in case if I add an audio track, you'll be able to see the audio also over here. So it's as simple as that. So you can have everything arranged in a proper way. And the 4K, in case you don't have these docks arranged properly, it would be like a big screen of 4K which comes in OBS. So you can just arrange these docks in a proper manner so that you don't have to worry about that. And while the only thing is when you're having a 4K going on, you can record for your normal videos, but when you're live streaming, always record it in 1080. That will be best for you because 4K recording, your system will be taxed a lot, so there would be a lag in your streaming. Like you saw in between, mine is in 4K quality at the moment. So what happened was by mistake, I started the recording over here. So what happened was my YouTube in between started lagging a little bit. So I just checked immediately. I saw it was recording and I stopped immediately. So in case you need to go ahead and stop the recording or anything, you can do it immediately because that is like some type of troubleshooting which you do on the fly. You can't go ahead and think second time or third time for what is happening or what will happen because sometimes you do have to think on fly and do this troubleshooting by yourself. Because when I started, like I didn't know anything about live streaming or anything, but I did see many of the live streaming videos, and I thought, why shouldn't I go ahead and do a live stream so that it would help out me also in talking to people, and it would help out people also to, if they have any doubt, if I can give some knowledge to them. It's not about the live streaming. Even if I have no viewers at the moment, for the people who are watching in the replay later on can go ahead and get some knowledge out of this video. That is the main concern I have. That is after I finish streaming, like some of them would be having the doubt what is the PC config I require and everything. So they can go ahead and check this video to check about what is a PC config for live streaming they require, and it'll be useful for them. About capture card if they have doubt, about widget if they have any doubt, or any of the doubts, they can go ahead. And every week I'll be going ahead and talking something new which I have learned in the week also. And if you even in here in the top, if you see, like you'll be able to see I have my own name over here. It's nothing but a normal image file which is in a PNG format and it's transparent. That is simple as that. It's kamaltechvlog live. I thought first I'll go ahead and put my logo, but the logo looked really bad. So as simple as, so I just changed it to this. And even this timer, let me just show you the timer over here, which I made. I just made a normal, just give me a minute. I just made a normal timer over here. It is in a actually a green screen format. I made it myself. I didn't go ahead and download it from somewhere. This this one is the timer. So clock is a video, and the other one is a GIF file which I made it myself, and it's a green screen video which has been done. And by using OBS, I'm just taking out the green screen. Even if you make a normal transparent video, you'll be able to take it out by using Luma key in OBS. Nowadays, OBS is having such good options, and now today, I think so. There was a new update of OBS, which is 27.1.3 or 2.3. The latest version or 3.1 something came today. I just let me just see about what is my present version. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's 27.2.3 version. 27.2.3, because 27.2.1 had a lot of errors which were coming. So this 2.3 is actually better compared to the other sources. And now you'd be also having a doubt, like I do have a Panasonic Lumix, there's a autofocus issue in this, and how am I getting a proper focus in this? For this, I'm using a 25 millimeter lens, which is from Panasonic, 1 point f1.7. That's why you're able to see the bokeh behind. If I go behind a little bit also, even I would be going into the bokeh mode, and up behind it will get clearer. If you are able to see that, it gets clearer behind. But when I come front again, in front of the camera, or if I just make a movement like this or something like that, it would take some time for it to adjust. But if you see now, it's adjusted. I just had to make a little movement, and I can move around the screen without any problem. This 25 millimeter is the best lens you can get for it. Even 20 millimeter will not be that great. You don't need a 1.4 to get the bokeh, because 1.7 aperture is enough to get such a good bokeh in this. I'm using a lower ISO because I'm using a light and everything to make a video. To make a video in a proper way, Lumix is a good cam, but you have to reduce the ISO and you don't have to use the auto white balance. It will be bad. Just use the home when you're inside the house. When you're outside, use the normal luminous one, but do not ever use the auto white balance. And ISO, keep it in 200 for home shootings, because that's the lowest, and you'll have the adjustment of the light which you're using. That's the main reason I'm saying that, because I had tried from all type of ISOs. This is the best. And in case you want to know for your type of lighting what is the ISO, you have to use this an app called, let me just check that. I do have that app on my phone. What is that called? Okay, it's called as a light meter. This is an Android, Samsung Android. It's called as a light meter. You will be able to go ahead and purchase. I mean, you'll not purchase also. It's a free app on Play Store. Actual light meter is available even for iOS. You can just download that and you can keep it over your light. Like example, this is my light. I can keep the light meter over that, and it will tell me what is the ISO I have to keep my phone, and what is the, even if I want to adjust my light to low or high, it tells me like how low this light has become now, or how I have to make it. You can also tell me in case. I do like this dim light actually, but I don't know whether it is good or suitable for streaming, or how good it is. I like a little brighter light, but even this one is okay. So actually, this one is okay because I do have another light coming from here, and there's a light from here also. So even this light is clear. And if I come a little bit closer with the same light, my camera automatically increases a little bit of white balance to do this, because autofocus is on over there. But in this light, if you see behind me below, there would be some disturbance. That's why I increase the light a little bit, so that that disturbance is not there behind me. there are some grains which come off immediately on back. So to avoid that, I increase the light. So you can also try doing this. Okay, we have come to 45 minutes. I was just supposed to stream for just about half an hour, but there are many things which I had to talk today, and I won't be able to stream for some more time because, as I told you, I'm going on a surgery tomorrow. For one of my wisdom tooth is having their own issue, so I have to go ahead and check that out tomorrow. So until next time, if you do have any doubts or anything, please post your comments below and do like and subscribe for the channel. I'll be posting a lot of content. I've already finished the video on the new mic unboxing, which I'll be posting in 2 3 days. You'll be able to see that by next week because I'll not be able to make any more content for about 4 5 days. So I already have made a content of unboxing this. I'll be posting that as soon as possible for you so that you can go ahead and check even that video out. And mostly next week, according to your request, like please go ahead and mention in the comment when you want me to stream. I can come online and you can go ahead and ask me the questions even in my Facebook page. It's nothing but you will be able to see the link below in the description about my Facebook page. You can just click on the Facebook page link and in my or you can follow me there and you can just type in any of your questions and I will check all your questions. And in case it's a specific question like which you're asking, I'll make a video on that or I can even live stream on that, solving your problem with that. Until next time, if you have any doubts, please go ahead and comment below or put it on my Facebook page so that I can help you out with that. Thank you for watching the stream. This is Kamal, and you're watching Kamal Tech Vlog, and you have a wonderful day.